Hello everyone, we are here at Bristol. Sorry for the delay, but I guess iRacing thought I was cheating or something like that. My anti-cheat wouldn't work at all, but finally in the session, so Eric Heater in the race lead, followed by Michael Rosero and Eric Keplinger. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like Heater has a pretty big lead so far over Michael, about 3/10, but just pretty big at this racetrack. But then there's a huge gap between Sean, Eric, and Vincent Gucci. They're at 4th place position, and everyone else is kind of battling here in the back, trying to make things work, and just mostly single file throughout the field as these guys are running basically the bottom lane. Some are in the middle. Looks like the middle seems a little bit faster for Heater. He kind of diamonds the corner off the exit. We do have a half-lap caution on lap 40, and these guys do have one tire set, so most, if not everyone, will probably use that tire set and that half-lap caution, because by the test races that we did, there was a lot of tire wear throughout the race, and kind of just slowed down the field as you went, as Wolfgang Hoffman looking to make a pass on the outside. So it looks like he'll be able to get done, maybe off of a turn 2. There's contact! And around they go. As Aaron going to avoid all the way to the bottom. Did Aaron avoid that? I think he did. He might have scraped out left side, it looks like, as a caution is out. So let's see let's see what Aaron Brown saw right there. So it looks like off the corner he sees Matt come up as he did scrape it pretty hard. He hit the inside wall pretty hard for these street stocks. About not sure exactly how fast he was going, but he scraped that right side and he hit the wall pretty hard. We can go see quickly. That's live right now, but yeah, Aaron has a lot of side damage right there. As we'll see what happens here. Will someone pit a little bit early here in the stage and maybe try to get some track position after the stage caution while these guys pit? That'll be interesting to see. And last week's winner, Hayden Lowell, not going to be in this race tonight at Bristol. Stage winner Brendan Timon also, I believe, is not in this race. So a lot of successful people last week are in this race right now. Brock Packer, who got second in the photo finish, not in this race. So a lot of people missing out on this Bristol race. I was already 33 laps into it. And our stage one, like I said, Brendan Timon down here. Points leader Hayden Lowell not gonna be here, so he's gonna have to take a provisional for this race. And Heater with the most laps led last week, and so far he has a lot this week. Not exactly in the. Should be interesting to see how this plays out. We've seen a lot of lead changes at Bristol the last race, 15 and 8 different leaders, but so far from a little bit we saw is Heater pretty much dominates right now, because maybe Michael was challenging that. Michael and Keplinger were there behind him, so it's not like he was way too far out ahead. But we're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back before the green flag. As we're back from the break, a little quick break, I believe stage is, or not stage, but choose cone this time by possibly. So it looks like he's got to choose, he's got fake top, fake bottom, go top, Michael go bottom, Keplinger bottom, Shine Urek bottom, Vincent Gucci up the top, so he's going to be starting second place. The rest of the grid forms behind. So Aaron Brown, I believe, took his fast for that last time by. So this last caution, I guess you would call it. This caution. But we're about to go back green here. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout here to decide who wins this stage. Eric Keeter on the top side. Top's been really good in these test races that we did. Only did about 2 of them, but still the top has been very dominant. As green flag is out, Michael Rosero on the bottom. Gonna get right behind Eric Heater, but Kelvin gonna be stuck on the bottom. Outside of him, Vincent Gucci, Luke Peters, Sean Urich falls down to 6th. But Vincent Gucci with a good start. He's gonna try to hold out top side from Keplinger. Here comes Michael Rosero to the bottom of the track. Gonna try to make it work. 4 laps to go. As they're sideways in the back, Aaron Brown 3 wide on the bottom. Still side by side for the race lead. Eric Heater, Michael Rosero. Could see Eric Keplinger come in the mix here as Michael gets a bit loose off the exit, and he's gonna forfeit that side by side. But now he's going down the second single file behind Heater as Keplinger, Vincent Gucci, Luke Peters, and Sean Urich all in a 6-car train here on the top as they're battling behind. Ethan Howard trying to make that inside lane work. Side by side with Malachi Drake right now. As Michael Rosero going to go challenge Eric Heater again with 2 laps to go in the stage. Coming to the white flag. Can he get it done? If he can get by Heater for the stage, that would be really good for him. All he has to do is beat Heater to the line. As the white flag in the stage this time by Michael Rosero. It's cleared of Eric Heater. Or Eric Heater gets cleared of Michael Rosero, but Keplinger going to fall back a little bit on the outside. Surprisingly, as Vincent Gucci got a good run, he's got to clear Keplinger. Here comes Luke Peters trying to look at that 4th place position as they're spinning in the back. Aaron Brown around, not sure what happened there. He hit the wall. I should spinning as I think Aaron just got loose. Yeah, he just hit the outside wall. But no one else involved there. As caution is out, Eric Heater going to be your stage winner. Followed by Michael Rosero, Vincent Gucci, Eric Keplinger, and Luke Peters. So let's see what these drivers do. Will they come down pit lane? You do have an extra set of tires if they want them. Obviously, pit lane is a single pit lane. So you have to go on the back straightaway to the front straightaway. Now we have 12 cars in the race as Aaron Brown has left the session. And good run for Vincent Gucci so far. 3rd place in the stage. Very good result for him. As he's going to go down pit lane. With everyone else, I just don't think it's enough tire. I don't think track position is enough, but Wolfgang Hoffman does stay out. I think that was the strategy I was talking about. Pitting before the stage and trying to get those tires and then go to the front, which I think that's what Malachi Drake and Wolfgang Hoffman did. Right there, Vincent Gucci finishing 15th last week, so not the greatest result from him, but he did lead a few laps. I think 2 or 1. So just a few of the 54 laps at Charlotte. So we down pit lane. And see everyone taking those tires. Very important. Who will get out? As Michael taking 2, I think. Bold strategy for him. As Sean Urich also out of pit round early. Eric Heater has to drop the jack quickly unless he wants, as he does get Peters off the pit lane. I was going to say Peters might be able close enough to get Heater, and Heater loses a lot of track position right there. Very slow. Well, I won't even say slow pit stop. Just overall, a lot of people took 2. Urich, Rosero, and a few others. As it is choose cone this time by. So a few people did not get. They was not able to get on the lead lap as 42 is going to be a lap down. So Wolfgang Hoffman gets beat in the race. He's going to choose the bottom. So here we go. 35 laps to go. We'll see what happens here. So Wolfgang Hoffman going to be the control car. Pace car is off. And we are green. As Malachi not going very well for this outside lane. It's going to allow Michael Rosero to clear him. And he's going to be right behind Wolfgang Hoffman. I think Malachi might have damage, possibly. There's a 3 wide. Eric in the middle. Vincent Gucci on the bottom. Luke Peters is going to try to use that bottom lane. Try to get by Malachi Drake. And right now, looks like Heater is up to 4th. But Uric 3rd. And Michael Rosero looking for that race lead. He could clear Wolfgang Hoffman here. Wolfgang has the preferred line on the outside. But Michael is going to clear him right there. I think on these newer tires, the inside just a tiny bit better. And you can clear people a little bit easier. But it's going to be challenging for Heater to try to get up to that position, that first place position. And Uric could go at bottom. Don't think it was really a choice for him, as these guys are battling for the position behind 7th, 8th, and 9th. Peters trying to get by Malachi Drake, as Michael Rosero still out to a lead, as Wolfgang Hoffman going to try to defend from Eric Heater. Heater going to look high. He's going to get to his outside quarter panel. Wolfgang gets a bit loose off the exit, and now Wolfgang going to be on the bottom of the track. Probably not the preferred lane for Wolfgang, as he might get kind of shuffled back a few positions here. Already lost one to Heater. Now he could lose another one to Sean Uric, Error, and Vincent Gucci, so I could put him down to 5th place. But he's fighting strong with that 95 on the outside. 30 laps to go. Heater chasing down Michael Rosero as Luke Peters desperately trying to get by Malachi Drake on the bottom, but it looks like Keplinger might be able to clear Peters, but he's not going to be able to clear Malachi, as Malachi goes to the bottom of the track right now, giving Keplinger the preferred lane, as Eric Heater closing in on the back of Michael Rosero. I see the back of Michael Rosero. This is inside his car, facing backwards, as you can see, and he's trying to just stay at bottom, run as fast of laps as he can, and just try to focus on the racetrack in front of him. As you can kind of see in his mirror, especially that left side mirror, you can see Heater a little bit lower on the racetrack than him. Could be a little bit faster line right there, as he kind of diamonds it down a little bit more than Michael. But Michael doing a good job so far. Sean Uric keeping up with them, but those guys are a little bit quicker than him. Just a few hundredths a lap makes a difference here after a few laps. And Vincent Gucci side by side with Eric Keplinger. Keplinger working his way up to 5th. He's the first ever winner at Bristol in the street stocks. He led every single lap, and it was in season 1. First race at Bristol, 120 laps, and he led all of them. So he has some experience, I guess, but that was about 3 years ago, give or take. A few months. Contact! Vincent Gucci, Eric Keplinger made some contact in the corner. Let's see what happened right there. Looks like Vincent maybe moved up the racetrack, or Keplinger kind of came down also, but we'll look after that. After a bit, if we have a caution here soon, but Michael just trying to hang on. He's doing a really good job so far, hanging on to this race lead. As Heater could just, maybe late in this race, he can maybe put the bumper to the back of Michael, and we could see an interesting finish here with about 20 laps to go so far. So going back, mostly single file, kind of just middle racetrack. Most of these guys running. Side by side here for 8th place. So we go back up to the battle for the race lead. Still just nose to tail for these front two, and most of the field actually. See one battle behind us. Here comes Keplinger looking to the... Oh! Contact in the back!
The yellow flag is out.
I think Ethan Howard and Matt Moreau made contact right there, I think, or was it Brandon Wins? Not exactly sure who made contact. It looks like it was a 41 to 38. So, contact in the back. Let's see what happens here. So we can get a better angle of that one. So this is off of turn 4, I believe, and Matt, I think he just realized at the last second he wasn't clear, and he tried to stay off of Brandon right there. So right there, no one else, I don't think it's too severe damage for either of these drivers. It might be, could possibly be toe damage for both of these drivers, but I don't know if it was a lot. So that's going to be caution right there, as we're going to pull in Michael Rosero quickly into the booth. Hello, Michael. You got a copy? This is broadcast.
I got you.
So you took the race lead off of that pit strategy right there. I believe you did take 2 tires, and you think that 2 tire strategy is still working out for you. Obviously, you had the track position, but Heater is pretty fast, and was right on your tail those last few laps.
Yes, Heater is really fast, but I think this is the right call. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to pass unless the leader like gets loose, like Heater did, coming to like the end of the stage. But right now it seems to be working. I mean, I think he's burned his stuff out, honestly. And I was just trying to save that right front, just let him come to me and burn his stuff up, and it's working pretty good right now.
Yeah, we saw Wolfgang choose the inside line there. And Heater's been choosing the outside line on the restart. Do you really know which lane you're gonna choose right here? You just kind of just pick.
I'm gonna choose bottom because of you get like you make up a lot of time in turn 1 because it's per lane and the cars aren't up to speed yet, so the bottom is really a good advantage, and you also get to jump the start too, so it's also another good advantage. And I'll probably back Heater up, and who knows, maybe Sean will get in front of him, hold him up.
Yeah, it's a good answer right there, Michael, and good luck in the rest of these 15 laps.
Thank you.
So it was Michael Rosero in first place. I think we're coming to choose cone this time. I do recall. Michael says he chooses bottom, so he is going to. So it's going to be about 14 laps to go on this restart right here. Yurik chooses bottom, Wolfgang chooses top, Peters chooses bottom, Vincent Gucci chooses top, Kepling chooses bottom. That's going to round up your tops, was that 6, 7? I don't know. Malachi chooses top also. So I guess that's your top 8. Because, yeah, 4 rows. Kind of, the timing's kind of messed up with these choose cones. But,
green flag.
Green flag is out. We are back racing here. As Heater gonna get held up a little bit, just how Michael wanted him, and Sean's gonna clear him, but will he go to the race lead? He's gonna look for it. Not gonna be able to get there. Heater on the top side though. This could slow him down though, as Sean gets a bit loose off the exit of the corner. That's not gonna help Michael Rosero, as Heater kind of a free reign. As sideways and back, Vincent Gucci around. Spinning, no damage as he cuts right across the racetrack. Man, that was dangerous right there, kind of. As let's see what happened. It could have been, I believe. Let's see. Looks like Malachi got loose on the bottom, got into him right there, but Vincent cutting right across the racetrack. Let's see what RJ saw right there. That must have been really close. As we see off the exit, you see Vincent just kind of going backwards, and he just cuts right in front of him. It's good avoidance. That 482 machine. As we're gonna take a quick break, we'll be right back before the green flag. As we are back here at Bristol, we're gonna be we'll interview Wolfgang Hoffman. He's in 4th place right now, in a pretty decent position right here, so we'll bring him into the booth. Hello, Wolfgang. You got a copy? It's a broadcast.
Hello.
So you're up to 4th place right here, and your tire strategy by staying out on that stage worked out for you so far, and you're staying in a pretty decent position to maybe have a shot at this win. What's your game plan in these last few laps, 10 laps?
I'm just going to take the opportunities that come to me. I'm just going to try and not play too aggressive and just take advantage of the mistakes of anyone that comes in front of me, because I know on pure pace I'm not quicker than these guys, and I do have a little bit of a tire disadvantage. Not a huge one, but it is there. So I'm just going to try and play it cool and just make the moves I can without taking too many risks, and you know, just take the opportunities that are ahead of me, basically.
Yep, we saw it. The inside kind of got a good restart right there, and but after a lap or so, the outside seemed to be the better racing line. Do you think that you'll choose the inside or the outside this time, or what's your game plan right here?
Depends on what the people do ahead of me.
Okay, and yep, you
Being
go.
stuck on the inside is such a bad thing. You need to be on the outside, and once you get in the green flag, so.
Yep, we'll put you back in the voice shot, and good luck in the rest of the race. So Wolfgang chooses outside right here. So like he said, it does matter where the people in front of you pick, as basically the same exact, I believe the same exact order that we had that last one, with Michael on the inside, Heater on the outside, Sean on the inside, Wolfgang on the outside. I believe that's exactly how it was. But here we go. It's going to be a 7-lap shootout to decide who wins Bristol. So Michael gets on the gas pretty good. Green flag. Heater with a good restart. It's not gonna be like last time where Sean kind of held him up a little bit. Heater gonna be in the bottom. He's gonna be challenging Michael right here. Michael with a slight tire disadvantage. I think he only took right side tires that time. So they go down to turn 3 and 4. Side by side, Luke Peters, Wolfgang Hoffman gonna go 3 wide for a second, but looks like Peters kind of backed out of his heater. Look at the bottom. Michael up the racetrack into the wall. Michael losing all that track position down to 7th as caution is out, and they're wrecking the back. Brandon wind around. Vincent Gucci made contact with him, I believe, as we'll have to look at both of these replays. So Vincent gets in the back bumper of the 41, and the 41 just cannot save it. And just a light tap in the back into the outside wall he goes, as Eric Heater and Michael Rosero. Heater had a gap right there. He went to the bottom. Michael just kind of, I just didn't expect it, as that's going to drop him down to 6th place. Let's go to the cockpit view of Michael Rosero and see what he saw. I just think he just didn't expect Heater to be down there. Let's go look at the chopper cam of that one. I don't know. Heater maybe had a bit of a nose in there, but that was a pretty late move. I think that's just kind of a racing deal right there, and both of those guys going hard for a win. And I mean, 5 laps to go, you can't really back out of that move, as it looks like we have a green-white checker right here, as I believe Michael has some severe right side damage. We'll take a quick look at that. Can try to get a better angle of it. So you can see that right front has a little bit of a black scrapings right there, and see that's obviously indication of damage. You can see it's kind of bent in a little bit on that right front, as we're gonna have a green-white checkered right here, and it's gonna be double file restart with choose cone. So Eric here gonna choose top. Yurik's gonna choose bottom. Wolfgang top. Kelpinger top also. Peter's bottom. Michael bottom. Malachi top. Vincent bottom. Matt top. Ethan top. RJ bottom. And Brandon top. So pretty even top and bottom. We'll see what happens here. Can Heater hold off for his first win of the season? And this will be the third different winner at Bristol. The last winner was Robbie Keneally in Season 5. And will we see another green-white checker? Will we go green these last 2 laps? Here we go. Pace car is off, and Heater goes instantly.
Green, green, green.
Peter's going to try to give Urich a shove, as the bottom is going to be a little bit quicker on this first corner, as Wolfgang could slot down here to third. As Michael gives Luke a shove, that's going to get him loose. Wolfgang up to third right now. He has a run on Sean Urich as we're coming to the white flag this time by. There's a little bit of contact in the back, but here comes Urich. Urich to the bottom of the track. Heater gonna cut him off. He's gonna be clear so far. Can Urich make a move going out of turn number 3 and 4? Here goes Wolfgang hopping to the bottom of the track looking for that second place position. Urich gonna hold off. Maybe he's losing it, and he does. Eric Heater, your winner. Urich second. Hoffman third after a side-by-side finish for him and the 97 as they're wrecking behind. As Michael cannot be happy about what happened between him and Heater, as kind of see that contact right there. Kind of just shows his frustration, and he braced Heater clean, basically, from what I saw this race, and Heater gets it done. So that will be his, I believe, 46th win in LRL. Yep, 46th win. And, I mean, that was a pretty good race, and obviously it's pretty hard to pass here at Bristol with the top being as dominant, and, I mean, he tried to get underneath Michael, and he just kind of, I don't know, it was just, to me, it was just kind of a racing deal, but obviously, if you're being involved, you would see it differently. But Heater wins tonight here at Bristol, and we're going to pull him in for an interview. 50 laps led out of these 80 laps, so we'll pull him in quickly. Hello, Eric, you got a copy?
Yeah, I have you.
So you get it done here at Bristol after some late contact with Michael Rosero. You led 50 laps of this race. What's your opinion about that contact with Michael, and how your overall race went?
I mean, of course, I wish it didn't go that way. I wasn't really trying to bump him. I just kind of ran the bottom. He ran the middle. And it's just, just the way you defend position at this track. It's just you have to pinch the guy on exit. So I understand that, and I wasn't trying to get into him. I wasn't even trying to bump him or anything. It just, he kind of came down, and I was just barely there, just the edge of the nose. And then once we got into each other, he just went straight off the track. So I feel bad about that. But I'm not going to take it away from the win, because, in the first half, it was just really dominant. I felt like I was the best car. It's just really difficult to pass unless you get side by side. It's just unfortunate that it went that way.
Yeah, you and Michael were side by side there for the stage. Did you have any thoughts about pitting before that caution for the stage and just kind of giving up those 5 points and going more for the win, or did you just have that stage in mind and didn't really think about the overall picture right there?
No, I definitely wanted the stage points. I feel like the 5 points is too much to give up when you're staring them right in the face like that. I mean, I think afterwards, I might have, regretted a little bit, but I felt like we were going to get restarts, and it was just a matter of getting it right one time. And, it's just unfortunate the way it went, but it worked out for me. So that's going to put me into the points lead. Not the way I would like to take it, but it was a dominant race nonetheless. And hopefully we can go through the next few races without any contact like that. And I understand Michael's going to be mad, but I'm going to try to talk to him if he'll let me, and we'll see if we can smooth it out.
Yeah, anyone you like to thank for tonight's win?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone who came out. We had a nice field size again this week. A little bit less than last week, I think, but definitely stronger than last season. So I can't be unhappy with that. Again, I just want to apologize to Michael. I wish we could have battled side by side to the end. That would have been definitely better. For me, for him, for everyone, honestly. But that's racing sometimes doesn't always go that way.
Yep, and congrats on your win here tonight at Bristol.
Yeah, thank you.
As looks like Sean York's not in the Discord right now, so we'll pull in Wolfgang Hoffman for an interview in third place. Very good result for him. Hello, Wolfgang, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So you get third place after we just talked during the, I guess it was the last restart, second to last restart, I guess. But last week you got 11th, and now you're up to third, and more a short track, probably not you would say your best track, I guess, but third place, you have to be proud of that one.
Oh, absolutely, I'm proud of that one. Did not expect to run this well here. Qualified top 5, could have been even better, and to finish third. The strategy worked out, and I probably wouldn't have finished this high if it wasn't for the track position, but that's racing at the end of the day, and it worked out for me. And I still had a tire disadvantage, but I was able to keep up with the guys, and really happy with the pace. And even last week, even though I finished 11th, I felt my pace and the way I could run the race was better than 11th. So I'm really happy with how I've done in these first 2 races, especially since I haven't done LRL in a while, and it's sort of my comeback season. But yeah, that was a good race. I was good with the tires. Didn't really see too much fall off, and I was able to really run that outside well. That's where I was comfortable. That's what I like to run, and I was getting a lot of guys there on the outside, and was just getting good runs off of the corners, and I think helped with the tires a little bit to make them not as hot or not as worn. Nearly got Sean at the end there. I had on the past 3 restarts, I had good runs on him, but either a caution just came out just that little bit too late, or the race ended basically. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy, and this isn't a track I expected to finish top 3 at. But yeah, it's a really great run. First top 3 for me in a long time, and I enjoyed the race. It was a fun one.
Yeah, you also led 3 laps, so you got a few bonus points right there. And anyone else you'd like to thank for tonight's third place finish?
Madigan Motorsports, they're a cool group of guys, and it's fun to be a part of this team. Is also to my parents for letting me get this sim racing gear and this iRacing membership, and just letting me be out here. It's great to have this opportunity, and it's not real life. It's still, some people don't have this opportunity anyways, so it's nice to be able to be racing here with you guys.
Yep, and congrats on your third place finish here at Bristol.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So we don't have Luke Pearson here there, so I guess we'll interview fifth place finisher Michael Rosero after contact with Eric Heater leading 28 laps of this race. We'll pull him in for an interview. Hello, Michael. This is broadcast. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So, leading the race with about 10 laps to go, and what's your thoughts right there on that incident?
I mean, yeah, it was my fault. I mean, it was very unfortunate that happened. I think if I would have gave him room, it just still would have got a runoff anyway. But yeah, I just had so much pressure, and I mean, that's the first instinct that came to my head. Just try and block him, and that obviously didn't go well. But what sucks the most is that we had the perfect strategy. Like, I was pulling away, and yeah.
Yeah, you still led 28 laps, and you still get top 5, so, I mean, one race isn't the worst, but obviously you like to at least finish second, probably, in this race, and going for that win. But anyone you have to thank for tonight's top 5 run?
Yeah, Madigan Motorsports, really great group of guys, and yeah, it's to my family for giving me the support, and yeah, I'm not quitting anytime soon on this freaking championship, so we'll push on next week and go chase it.
Yeah, Bristol Dirt. So you gotta get that little dirt cheese sock ready for some slip and slide and racing at this racetrack. Yep. So congrats on your 5th place finish here tonight at Bristol.
Thank you.
So that was Michael Rosero. As that's gonna be it for driver interviews. As really similar for tonight. 81 laps completed. 0 laps remaining, obviously. 3 lead changes, 5 cautions for 23 laps. So not too bad of a caution. The most cautions you've ever had in actually a street stock race at Bristol, which is interesting. I think the second most we've had was 4 for 20 laps. So not too much higher than that. So that's gonna be it for tonight. Overall, pretty exciting last few laps and some pretty decent racing. Obviously, probably not the most exciting. It's pretty hard to pass here. Top side kind of became a little dominant after a while, but you could still maybe go side by side for a little bit and hope the driver made a mistake. But next week at Bristol Dirt, it should be pretty crazy. Bristol Dirt's I believe, pretty much full throttle in those dirt cars, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. If the field was spread out, kind of bunch up in pack racing more like, but it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Completely different. One of only 2 dirt tracks on the schedule. So that'll be very interesting to see next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll see you guys